This is the Baby Lock Desire 3, currently set up for a 5-thread safety seam. This is the stitch width. I'm going to set that for maximum. Stitch length is here, so that's set at 3. My differential feed is at normal. So for my basic 5-thread safety seam, I want my tension for the chain looper around there. This is the seam that I use all the time for my dressmaking. In the industry it's known as a safety seam. It has a chain stitch next to a 3-thread overlock and is incredibly easy to set up on this machine. If you want to gather, the gathering is incredibly efficient. I set that to 2, which is the differential feed. I set the stitch length to 4. And it gives a really efficient gather. If I want to use it now as an overlock machine, I simply take out that cover stitch needle, like so. Remove the thread. It will now do a 3-thread overlock. When I'm making garments and things, I find that 3-thread overlock extremely useful for neatening the edge of facings and so on. Foot down. Nothing to change, because on here you see I have a stitch selector, so there's no tensions for the overlock whatsoever. So whatever the fabric I put through it, it will adjust automatically. So there's my 3-thread overlock. If I want to do a 4-thread, I simply add the other needle into the overlock section, like so, and rethread that needle. So now I'm doing a wider stitch, so I'm going to set my stitch selector to A, which is my wide seam, stitch width at maximum, and I'm going to put the stitch length to 2.5. There's my 4-thread overlock, and that's what I use as a seam. Quite secure. I will use that as a seam on stretch fabrics and so on. And if I want to change to cover stitch, oh, let me show you how easy this one is to thread. If I take out that upper looper, remove the thread, there it comes. So to thread the loopers, all of the looper threads go through these tubes, so I simply close the tubes by pressing the button, turning the wheel at the same time, and the tubes are closed. So now pull through a length of thread, pop 1/2 inch of it down there. This lever is attached to a set of bellows. When I press it, it sends a jet of air down the tube, and that thread will come out there like that. And that's it, threaded.